What's going on, YouTube? It's the Bushy Beard, and I'm back, and I'm bushier than ever. And right now, we got Tom MacDonald, Cancer. I don't know what the song's going to be about. Obviously, cancer. But what are we talking about? The cancer that kills people, cancer to society, cancer on society. I'm not 100% sure what we're going to talk about here. Tom MacDonald can be controversial. He can be deep. He can be meaningful. So he has all different sides to him. So it kind of keeps you guessing about what the topic of the video is going to be about. But anyways, also quick update. If you follow this channel at all, you know this channel, this community is about giving back. And right now we're doing a fundraiser for Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And we're raising money for the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence. And domestic violence is something that hurts men and women, or can affect either a man or a woman. And it can also affect their family members, their friends, their children. A lot of things go into it. And it's also something that's often underreported. And we want to make sure that we raise awareness so people understand who to go to if they need, or who to go to when they're ready to get out of relationships that are abusive. And we also need to have funds available for them to help them do this. So that's why I decided to choose the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence. It's a nonprofit. They I checked a couple of different watchdog sites. All the money that they say, all the money that goes to them is used appropriately. Got high scores on the watchdog lists, and so that's why I went with them. So yeah, if you have a few bucks to give back, that'd be great. If not, I understand. It's a pandemic. Also, October is my birthday month, so I'm doing a lot of giveaways. If you want a chance to win, go to the video called the official October giveaway video. It'll tell you what you can win and how to enter. So if you want that, there you go. But anyways, let's get into the music.
Everybody knows someone who's sick.
Okay.
40.
Well, so we got it. We got the answer right off the bat. This is one of those deep songs that he's really good at. So here we go.
Everybody knows someone who's sick. 40% will get cancer. Only half's gonna live. Your mom and your dad and your sister stand inside a room, and someone won't survive it. Do you hope it isn't you? I swear that cancer...
I had an aunt that died from cancer. Not a good thing. Cancer gets a lot of people, and I have a friend that had been battling it, and so hopefully that comes out well. I grew up with him, still best friends with him to this day, so it's always hard. Cancer is not a good thing, and it's something that affects a majority of people in this world. Whether it's you having it, whether it's somebody you know that has it, it affects a lot of people.
Just stand inside a room, and someone won't survive it. Do you hope it isn't you? I swear that cancer has a cure, but they're refusing to make it. They've done like 40 years of research, 90 billion in donations. We've been...
He swears cancer has a cure. They're just not ready to release it.
But they're refusing to make it.
Oh, they're refusing to make it. You know, there are a lot of there are a lot of conspiracy theories around it. I'm not ready to say one way or the other as to what I believe in it, because I don't believe people would genuinely hide cancer, a cure for cancer. But also I know there are corrupt people out there. So is it possible? Sure. Do I think it's happening? No, I would hope not. I don't know.
They've done like 40 years of research, 90 billion in donations. We've been running for the cure and wearing ribbons for ages. Why are people still going through radiation? It's crazy. $100 billion industry, they can't afford to end it, and nobody wants to die. Our only option is to spend it. We'd give anything to stick around for just another second. Give a fortune to the doctors who promise they can extend it. The profits are astronomical. The hospitals and the clinics are filling coffins with dollars. It's awful, let's just admit it.
I'm not a huge fan of this song so far. Not a huge fan of the song so far. Only because, like, a message like this would stop somebody from seeking medical advice on cancer. Maybe. Possibly. Not saying it will happen. But if someone heard this and was like, man, all this is going on, maybe I shouldn't go and try to get, help for my cancer. Maybe I shouldn't try to prolong my life. And I think that's an individual choice. And I think people need to be able to make that choice for themselves and not be influenced by outside forces. And I'm not trying to say that Tom MacDonald is trying to influence people. Like, that's not what I'm trying to say. FedEx. But what I am trying to say is, I understand that the message of the song is that something's being hidden, something's going wrong, but I just don't like the delivery.
Nobody wants to die, our only option is to spend it. We'd give anything to stick around for just another second. Give a fortune to the doctors who promise they can extend it. The profits are astronomical, the hospitals and the clinics are filling coffins with dollars. It's awful, let's just admit it. We're all human, we'll keep fighting cause it's how we survive. But it's scary cause we don't know where we'll go when we die.
I mean, that's true, we keep fighting because we don't want to die. Because there's that question in a lot of people's mind about where they're going to go or what happens after death. I mean, for me, I'm a Christian. I believe I'll go to heaven or I'll go to a holding place until the day of Jesus coming back. But that's a scary feeling for a lot of people, and they pay a lot of money not to feel that. And so I think I understand. He's saying, look, they're going to throw money, and it's better to get all of this money, even if we do have a cure, because we're going to make a whole lot of money off of the fear of people. And I don't know if necessarily that's what the whole song is about, but to me, that's what's sticking out. And I don't know if that's what he intended to stick out. I don't know.
Give up and know you're strong. Show them all your fire. The days are hard, the nights are long. But you are a fighter when it's dire. You burn brighter in the dark. You're a survivor when you're tired. You hold tighter, you have heart.
Nothing matters if you don't have your health. All the money in the world doesn't help.
That is 100% true. Nothing matters if you don't have your health. Not all the money in the world can't cure that a lot of times. It doesn't help. If you don't, we don't realize how little time we have on this earth until we don't have that time anymore. Or when that time is coming to an end and we know it. And having all the money in the world doesn't mean you're going to experience everything you can within that little bit of time that you would have if you had all the time or more time. You know, money doesn't buy time. Sometimes it can extend time, but it doesn't buy all the time that you would have had.
The good might go to heaven and the bad might go to hell, but no one wants to leave here, you can tell. And cancer touches everyone, it's in our genetics. And our world's become so toxic, it's all carcinogenic. We've polluted the water, the air, the food we're ingesting is full of hormones and poison. Our population's infected. They sell us cigarettes and liquor, built a business on addictions. We've been paying them to kill ourselves, we're dying to keep...
Now this I get. This I get 100%. We need to blame the people that created the tobacco and that they're keeping it going. Alcohol also is an addiction, also can cause cancer. There's a lot going on. And people are feeding off the fact that the people can't get addicted to this kind of stuff and that it can cause cancer. Will it cause cancer? Not all the time, but it can cause cancer. I get this, and I get this a lot.
The food we're ingesting is full of hormones and poison. Our population's infected. They sell us cigarettes and liquor, built a business on addictions. We've been paying them to kill ourselves. We're dying to keep living. It's the system, it's a prison. We keep trying to beat it. We get cancer from keeping all of our demons a secret. And our insurance don't cover the things we need to defeat it. And even if it does, then we might die from the treatment. Our best defense is living like we do not know what cancer is. Fight it if you have it and pray that there's something after this. Eat it. And even if it does, then we might die from the treatment. Our best defense is living like we do not know what cancer is. Fight it if you have it and pray that there's something after this.
I mean, that's tough. He says, you know, sometimes insurance doesn't cover it all, and even if it does, the treatment that it does cover can kill you. There's a lot, and cancer is a tough subject to try to breach, and it's a tough subject to have to talk about. It's a tough subject if something happens in your family. It's a tough subject in general. It's not... It's bad. I mean, I don't know what else really to say about it, so I'm going to keep playing.
Don't give up, I know you're strong. Show them all your fire. The days are hard, the nights are long. But you are a fighter when it's dire. You burn brighter in the dark. You're a survivor when you're tired. You hold tighter, you have heart.
I love the chorus. There's a saying that my mom always says is live until you're dead. And I think Tom kind of said that in the last verse a little bit at the end. He said, you know, the best defense is to live like you don't know what it is, and live your life and live it to the fullest. And if you're always worried about dying, then you're not ever really truly living.
You won't know how to be brave till you choose to fight when you're afraid. And
You'll never learn how to be brave until you choose to fight when you're afraid. Bravery is not the absence of fear. It's the ability to fight through that fear.
be brave till you choose to fight when you're afraid. And you can experience strength till you struggle to carry the weight. And you won't know why you have faith till you look the devil in his face. And you don't know what you can take till you realize you didn't break.
Don't give up, I know you're strong. Show them all your fire. The days are hard, the nights are long. But you are a fighter when it's dire. You burn brighter in the dark. You're a survivor when you're tired. You hold tighter, you have heart.
You know, I think the easiest way to define Tom MacDonald is to say he makes meaningful music. You can't say that about every artist. And I think that's what sets Tom aside from some artists, right? Is that pretty much all of his songs has meaning to it. Almost all, obviously. Some like, I'm so corny. I didn't particularly care for that, but he does make meaningful music, impactful music. Whether it's culturally impactful, whether it's impactful on a personal basis like this, Tom MacDonald makes meaningful music, and I thank him for that, because somebody out there is going to need to hear this message, and they're going to land on this song, and they're going to listen to it, and they're going to understand. It's going to hit them, and it's going to impact their lives. And I hope, Tom, you know that, because you're doing important work. You're doing important work. Anyways, guys, if you liked my video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you didn't, you can hit that thumbs down. It's not going to hurt me, or you can hit that thumbs up because it's not going to hurt you. If you're new or you haven't yet, please do consider subscribing. It really does help out the channel. We're on our way to 14K. We're getting there pretty quickly. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And as always, until next time, YouTube, smile like you mean it, from the Bushy Beard.